The latest information and leaks tell us that Black Ops Cold War is in a terrible place, behind schedule, and Treyarch are really struggling. Hey fellas, so what we have for you today are the details which are going to tell you and show you just how bad the situation really is. It paints the picture, and I'm going to say it's looking pretty damn ugly. Like, this is just not good news. But for some reason, I'm still excited. The COD community in recent years has complained that the games just release unfinished, and by the sounds of things, Black Ops Cold War here is going to be the worst offender. But now I do want to take your attention over to this very credible source coming out of the Chinese community. Victor, of course, you know, it really caught my attention when he said, "As a Chinese, I was a little disappointed to see the content of the COD 2020 campaign." Well, to be honest, I don't know what that has to do with him being Chinese, unless it's like anti-Chinese propaganda or whatever, but hey, nothing can be worse than the Black Ops 3 campaign, so honestly, I reckon we're gonna be alright. But now, let's talk about multiplayer, because we have heard it described before as being very simple, and I said, well, that can mean many things, but now, this information here is coming from DK Dynamite, who is very close with the gaming revolution. I trust this guy, and he says there's going to be somewhere between 7 to 9 launch maps. That's worse than World War II. And yes, I know we have to cut Treyarch some slack here, but COD 4, a game which came out in 2007, developed in 2006, has 16 multiplayer maps. Oh, and by the way, a handful of these 7 or 9 standard maps are going to be remakes or remasters. So here is a little list I'm putting up on screen of maps we have heard about before through leaks. Like, this is just... I want to be positive here, but I'm struggling to find it. Of course, cheers to DK for this information. He also says apparently there's no multiplayer beta planned, which will be the first time since Advanced Warfare. Instead, there's going to be a campaign mission playable as like a demo, but to be honest, that is a bad sign, but I don't think it's that bad of a deal, you know, playing multiplayer for the first time on launch night, for the first time in like 5 years, because, you know, now launch night for multiplayer is more like a second launch, because you have a beta where you can just play it non-stop, like... you know? But going back to the map situation, like, I'm telling you right now, no COD game, no COD multiplayer should ever release with less than, I would say, 12 at the very least, standard 6v6 multiplayer maps. And look, you can give shit to all you want to Modern Warfare, most of it is like justified, right? But, you know, you're looking at how they had 6v6 maps, 10v10 maps, Ground War, which had a handful of maps, even Gunfight, which, let's be honest, no one really cares about, probably, and we don't care if 2v2 gunfights or 3v3s, whatever, comes back in Black Ops Cold War, but then they had a whole plethora of maps for that mode too. You know, it's quite fleshed out, and once again, Treyarch are under restraints here, but like, launching a COD game with 7 maps is just... that's like illegal. And 9, World War II was 9, and... that's like the biggest problem I think we had with the game, especially if the maps bloody suck. If we are talking like 7 or 9 of the best COD maps in the history, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but would still get kind of boring quickly. Now there will be free DLC maps and hopefully constant maps, so that's alright. But doesn't Treyarch or Sledgehammer Games have any like leftover DLC maps from World War II or Black Ops 4 they like just ended up scrapping or like just not releasing that they could throw into this game? Please? Now, finally, when it comes to zombies, we have absolutely no clue, like, what the development's going like, how good or bad it is, but that is actually where I'm really worried, because if we have another Black Ops 4 situation, that's just going to be the final nail in the coffin. Now, I hope the Gaming Revolution or some other insiders are going to come out with some intel soon, some more fresh leaks. So lads, tell me what you think down below. It wasn't good news today, but hopefully we will have some good stuff. So stay spicy, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.